The desert stretched endlessly, dunes shifting like restless waves beneath the molten sun. For centuries, the ruins had stood silent in its heart, an ancient place of stone spires and broken archways, etched with alien runes no scholar could fully decipher. Few dared to enter, and those who did never returned. But today, a lone figure walked steadily toward the half-buried gates. He was a wanderer, no name carried on records, no insignia on his tattered coat. His boots crunched against the sand, his eyes fixed on the blackened towers jutting from the earth like teeth of some long-dead beast. Unlike the others who had come before, he carried no scanners, no drones, no relic-hunting greed. He carried only a canteen, a blade at his side, and a quiet patience. The ruins stirred as he crossed their threshold. Stone that had been still for 1,000 years shifted faintly, dust spilling like ash. Faded carvings glowed in faint pulses of blue. The air grew heavier, pressing in with an unseen weight. The place was not dead. It was waiting. The wanderer paused, resting one hand on the hilt of his blade. He was no fool. He could feel the ruins watching him. From the shadows of the broken colonnades came a whisper, not of voice but of thought. Human. The syllables were jagged, ancient, more sensation than sound. Another intruder. Another offering. He stepped forward, calm. I am no offering, he said aloud, though he suspected the ruins would hear the words within his mind as well. His voice carried no fear, only certainty. The ruins responded with a tremor that rattled through the ground. Walls cracked wider, revealing passages lit by an inner glow. Shapes began to stir within the halls, constructs of stone and light, guardians wrought by hands long turned to dust. Their eyes blazed, and their bodies ground forward with the sound of grinding rock. The wanderer did not retreat. Instead, he did something no one else had ever done in that cursed place, he sat down. He lowered himself to the sand-coated floor, set aside his blade, and drank calmly from his canteen. The constructs halted, confused by a defiance that was not defiance but indifference. I know your hunger, the wanderer said softly, looking at them with steady eyes. You wait for those who come seeking power. You consume them, their fear, their greed. But I am not here to take. I am here to listen. The whisper rippled again, sharper this time. You presume to listen. You, a mortal? Yes. His tone remained calm, as though speaking to an equal. Because humans have walked long roads before. We've learned that ruins are never just stone, they are memory. And memory is meant to be shared. The constructs trembled. For the first time in countless years, hesitation entered their stillness. Something deeper in the ruins stirred, an echo of the builders, a voice that had been waiting for recognition. Memory, yes. We were forgotten. We were feared. None wished to carry us forward. Until you. The wanderer bowed his head. Then teach me. Show me what you want remembered. The walls around him flared to life. Images unfolded in blinding brilliance, an empire of stars, alien faces proud and sorrowful, their triumphs, their wars, their downfall. He saw cities suspended in the void, fleets scattering like sparks, the last desperate choice to bind their legacy into the stone itself, waiting for one who would not come as conqueror but as witness. The constructs lowered their weapons. The ruins sighed, as though unburdened. And in that moment, the wanderer understood. The ruins had never hungered for blood. They had hungered for acknowledgement, for someone who would not reduce them to treasure or threat. Someone who would sit, listen, and remember. When he rose again, the wanderer carried no artifact, no stolen weapon, no ancient crown. He carried only stories etched now in his mind, a weight both vast and fragile. As he stepped back into the burning desert, the ruins settled behind him, quiet once more. But not empty. Not forgotten. For the first time in millennia, they had been heard. And the wanderer walked on, a lone human carrying the memory of a fallen empire into the living stars.